guys, I just started a new build. No, it's not this one. It's a 53 Ford truck, but I just cleaned the body, sanded off mold lines, and I'm preparing the parts to paint. Nothing really done now because the weather was not helping. The forecast is for sunny and hot weekend, so I plan to be able to paint the AMT 53 Ford truck. It's gonna be blue, original Ford color, and as soon as it's painted I'm gonna show it to you guys and start a video series on that truck. Well, while I have no new build material to show, why not doing a build kit review? This one is one of my favorites. Back when I was a kid, my first kit build was the AMT 1957 Ford Fairlane, but my second, believe you or not, was this builder's nightmare, as they call it today. It's a Testors 1948 Ford Coupe. You could also build the 1946, 1947 versions, as the different parts are all included. And this particular kit was built by me as a 1948 coupe. Back when I was a kid, I also built a 48 coupe, but it was brush painted, it was poorly fitted, and it was kind of a mess, as you would expect. The multi-part body was a mystery to me, and being my second kit, well, I almost gave out building kits because of this Testors kit. That is basically an old, very old, from the early 60s IMC kit. The kit itself is not bad, alright, the kit is nice. It has its typical 1960s issues, but the kit is very nice, has good accuracy for the time it was designed and built, and builds a really neat model if you take your time. Of course, back then I didn't have the expertise to build anything decent, and but even though the model was not a great looking car, I'm kind of sad for not having it anymore. It's truly sad. I would really love to be able to compare that build with this build I have now. Okay, let's go to the model itself. Here we have the Testors 1948 Ford Coupe. I really love the way the 48 Ford car looks. People call them fat-fendered Fords. I think it's for a reason, but I don't like to call them that. 1948 was the last year of this basic body style, as the 49 was the already streamlined and with the fenders matched to the body model called shoebox. But even though I really like the 49, I think the 48 has something different. It's a more classy car. Well, back to the model. This one was built from the Testors kit. I completely ignored the instructions, and the first thing I did when I started building was to glue those quarter windows and the roof on the trunk and side panel. Assembly building the basic shell. So this way I could eliminate the glue line here and the glue line here, and I also glued the front kick panels to the cowl so I could eliminate that line, that glue line that would be apparent here and here. And another detail I changed from the original kit is the side trim, that on the original kit is just represented by self-adhesive mylar decals, let's call them. They are not decals, they are just self-adhesive stickers representing chrome, and that's not quite realistic, as the real car had a 3D effect that would be absent with the kit provided mylar trim. So I cut little stripes of plastic and glued them to the body and to the fenders to represent the real trim, here, here, on the other side, here, here, and here. And after gluing this to the body, I did some careful work to blend them with the plastic of the body and to make the look the more stuck to the car possible, more stuck to the kit possible, like if the kit was molded this way. I think I did a good job, as the trim doesn't look added. It looks like if it was molded, and that was particularly hard to do. Another detail this kit has is the particularly soft tires. The tires are made of soft vinyl, and when I opened this one, that was manufactured back in 1966, so it's 1 year older than me, I found the 4 tires to be melted. They were sticky and no longer usable. So I planned to use AMT tires, those Firestones AMT has, but a friend saved me and I was able to use a set of original Testors tire he had, and the tires he had were in excellent shape. I just added a sticker that I homemade with a circle template and a circle cutter with self-adhesive paper to represent the white walls. As if you paint white walls on those tires, they will end cracking up because the tires are so soft that any movement you do, it will end damaging the paint, even if it's acrylic and even if you use extreme care. For example, when installing the tires, I already destroyed one of the painted white walls, so I went back to the original idea I had, that was installing those stickers to represent the white walls. They are not as realistic as painting, but they do serve a purpose, and the car now has the original Testors tires and the white walls. The paint I used on the body was automotive, synthetic enamel, and It's the same kind of paint Ford used back on the day. Of course, there is the problem of the model not shining as much as if painted with a modern paint, like let's say polyurethane based. But I really like working with synthetic enamel. I'm used to work with this kind of paint, and if you use the correct reducer, it will shine really nice and will dry in just a couple of hours, like a regular modern paint, let's say. Of course, you can't beat the Tamiya paint for painting a model car body. The TS14 black from the spray can, for example, would do this job on this car, and it would be more smooth and shinier. But that paint is getting hard to get and really expensive. So these days I'm almost always airbrushing automotive paint instead of modeling paint. This car has a cool feature that is the fact you can actually open the doors. Here you have it. The seats will pivot. The passenger door also opens. It's kind of hard to open as I installed glass on the doors. That's not a kit part, I just added this. So let's open the passenger door. Here you have it. Passenger door open. Interior detail with both doors open. I think Testors did great, or better, IMC did great, as this chrome part on the dash is actually a separate part. Very neat, nicely done. The original flathead V8 is here. With a nice horn there. The hood keeps itself open. Closing the doors, you can see the underside of the model. It's a box stock here. A factory stock. The front wheels are posable. And all four wheels spin nicely. And this is the only option in kit form if you want to build a factory stock 1948 Ford. Revell has a 1948 Ford, but it's chopped, it's not stock, doesn't have the original engine, and it's basically useless. I bought that kit and I did a huge mistake. I just used some parts like the nice cool white walls and basically tossed the rest away. So if you want to build a factory stock 48 Ford, I'm sorry to say, but you have to do it from these Testors kits that are not getting very hard, very easy to find. In fact, they are kind of hard to find. Here you can see how old this kit is. Let's see if the camera will focus. There, printed and made in the United States of America, 1976, the Tester Corporation. So this kit is 1 year older than me. Neat part and neat kit. Builds into a really nice replica of the 48 Ford. At least I think so. Is it completely accurate? No, it's not. The side windows are kind of off. The rear window is kind of off. The rear suspension is too low. What I think is not really a suspension problem, but because the car is level, I think it's the actual rear fender that has the wheel opening too low, but those are things I can live with, and I can't really complain. I like this car and I like this kit. Guys, I hope you like this build too, and please feel free to tell me what you thought of it on the comments, and subscribe if you will, and I'll try to keep posting more and more modeling videos, and as well as videos with my 1-1 cars. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great weekend.